As the Kejri-Jung war intensifies, the administration in the capital is taking a major hit. Not just the bureaucrats, but doctors at Delhi government are feeling the heat. On one hand, the Kejri boot camp for babus, whereas on the other hand, doctors who have been working in the same hospital for over 15 years fear transfer. Now, in an attempt to escape the Kejri-Jung tussle, at least 45 officers have submitted leave applications. Of these, 6 officers have already proceeded on leave, while the remaining applications are pending. Delhi Chief Secretary K.K. Sharma, who went on a personal visit to the US on 14th of May, has reportedly sought extension of leave. Top sources said several bureaucrats have already expressed their desire to move out of Delhi government and sought central deputation. Let's now quickly go across live to Rakesh Ranjan, Mail Today correspondent, who actually got us this story in today's edition of Mail Today. Rakesh, good morning. Just take us through what exactly is the situation as far as babus is concerned, because now apparently there seems to be a situation where the bureaucrats are preempting that something might go wrong, so we are going on leave.
Well, Sanket, this is a strange situation where the bureaucrats are caught in the fight between Lieutenant Governor and Delhi. In the past also there were some disputes between the LG and the CM office, but the bureaucrats were spared out of it. But then here we have already reported that several officers have expressed their desire to move out of the Delhi government, and those posted outside Delhi are unwilling to come to Delhi. Similarly, several others have filed their leave applications saying on different pretexts. So they are actually trying to evade or escape this situation.
Okay, Rakesh, do stay on with us. Let's now go across to Astha's story in the Mail today. I'll pick up this edition so that you can see which story I'm actually talking about. The second part of the report. The health sector is jittery as the Aam Aadmi Party government plans a mega medical shake-up. Now, a lot of doctors actually feel that those who have been posted in hospitals will be shunted here and there. And that is something which is, giving them a sort of a scare. Now, whether this is good, whether this is bad for the health sector, we don't know. Maybe we can get in a word from Astha. Astha, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Morning, okay. Astha. Can you tell us what really is the Aam Aadmi Party government planning in the form of this mega medical shake-up, which has the doctors or the at least the babus in the medical sectors, particularly the medical superintendents, very jittery?
Yeah, the government recently issued a letter to the hospitals on 29th April, and the letter says that they have decided to carry out transfer postings on the basis of transfer policy as well as individual request of doctors, if any. Right, this is the first time the government has issued any such letter. Till last year there were no such postings. And they have also mentioned that now the policy would be done every year in the month of May. So they have made these 2 conditions. Those who have completed 3 years of service in hospitals like Babu Jagjeevan Ram and Maharishi Valmiki Hospital, and those who have completed 5 years in the hospitals like Central Jail Hospital, Babu Jagjeevan Ram, Maharishi Valmiki Hospitals, can give us the name who wish to seek transfer on personal grounds. So when we got in touch with the health minister, so he said this is a policy where we want to shift the doctors who have been working in the same position for more than 15 years, so that they can work in another organization, another hospital, and contribute their best.
Now, Astha, how is this likely to impact the health sector? Because from what it appears, maybe this ends a degree of complacency too. I mean, that also can be a way of looking at this, that people or medical superintendents who have been there in hospitals for many, many years are being shifted, new people are being brought in. What is the criteria of this shift?
There is no criteria basically. Still, whatever the process we are following is that medical superintendents are there for too long and they have been looking after the administration. Now, suddenly changing the head of the hospital will actually affect the health system. Any new guy will take time to understand the things, to understand the process. And interestingly, last year also, they had the Aam Aadmi Party-led government had issued marching orders to almost 16 hospitals, and it was termed as in routine changes. And now again, they are following the same process.
Now, Asta, your report actually says, it quotes a health department official which says the idea is to improve the overall functioning of the hospitals. How does the functioning of the hospital improve with the change of the health chief?
What the government officials are saying that this is the reason. The decision is basically to eradicate corruption from the hospitals. They are saying the officials have been working for too long and they have been involved. They're alleging basically that they might be involved in corruption problems. So it's like if they will be shifted to some other hospital, it will be a new challenge for them, and they will be not sitting on those funds or following the same process.
Okay, Astha as well as Rakesh, many thanks for joining us at this moment. We'll come back to you as this story is getting more and more complicated, with more and more people coming in, joining in, some speaking for, some against on all the changes that the Aam Aadmi Party government is actually making.